4 point charges are placed at the corner of the square of A, B, C, D of side 10 centimeter. So, they given the side as 10 centimeter. The force on the charge 1 microcoulomb placed at the center of the square. Our aim is to find here the force on the center. They are kept 1 microcoulomb. What is the charge present in the center of the square now? Now see here, I am taking this A now. A we are having 3 microcoulomb and center charge we are having 1 microcoulomb. So, positive as well as 1 is positive and 3 we are having positive value. So, positive repel with each other. So, the force moving in opposite direction, it repels. So, this is force due to A. It is moving in opposite direction. Now, B come to B, minus 4 microcoulomb and here the center charge is plus 1 microcoulomb. So, minus plus there is an attraction. So, attraction happens here. Attractive force will occurs. This is force due to B. Attractive force. Now, C side. This is 3 microcoulomb and here we are having positive number 1 microcoulomb. So, positive, this is also positive. So, it is a repulsive force. So, it is moving in opposite direction. C is here, it is moving in opposite direction. Now, this is FC vector. And come to D now. D is negative charge minus 4 and here we are having positive charge center, positive charge plus. So, there is an attractive force. So, FD. Okay. Now, here FA as well as FC vectors are in equal magnitude. What is mean by equal magnitude? Here the length of the magnitude is same. So, equal magnitude, but it is in opposite direction. Opposite direction. Here it is moving in this direction and here it is moving in another direction. It is in opposite direction. As well as FB vector and FD vector, this is also having equal magnitude and opposite direction. Now, when we are having equal magnitude and opposite direction, the resultant force will be 0. So, our aim is to calculate the net force here. Net force, resultant force for 1 microcoulomb is equal to 0 because it is having all the vectors it is in equal and opposite direction. So, the net force is here 0. So, number 4 is the correct one. Net force is 0. Temperature of a coal reservoir of a Carnot engine 127 degrees Celsius. If the efficiency of the Carnot engine as 20%, we need to calculate the temperature of the hot reservoir. We know that always the heat flows from hot end to cold end. So, the heat is flowing from hot end to the cold one. So, I am going to take the initial as T1, hot end as T1 and cold end as T2, the temperature at cold end as T2. Now, our aim is to calculate the temperature of the hot reservoir. So, hot reservoir we need to find T1 temperature they are asking. Now, given temperature is T2. T2 temperature they given as 127 degrees Celsius. Convert this as in Kelvin. So, 127 plus 273 is equal to 400 Kelvin. So, T2 temperature is 400 Kelvin. What is the formula for Carnot heat engine? Eta is equal to 1 minus T2 divided by T1. Very simple one. And eta is equal to 1 minus T2 value they given us 400 and T1 we need to find. And what is the given value of Carnot, efficiency of Carnot heat engine? Eta is equal to 20%. So 20 divided by 100. Now this can be written as 20 divided by 100 is equal to 1 minus 400 divided by T1. Now this get cancelled, 1, 5. So 1 by 5. Now take this 1 in this side. So minus 1 minus 400 divided by T1. Now this is of 4 by 5 minus 4 by 5 minus 400 divided by T1. Now negative side get cancelled. Now 4T1 is equal to 400 into 5. So T1 is equal to 400 into 5 divided by 4. 100. T1 is equal to 500. This is Kelvin, 500 Kelvin. Our aim is to calculate here in degree Celsius. So T1 is equal to 500 Kelvin. So 500 minus 273. So if you are subtracting this one, you will get 227 degrees Celsius. So the temperature at the heart reservoir is 227 degrees Celsius. So the option is here number 3, 227 degrees Celsius. An ideal monoatomic gas expands at constant pressure. The work done by the gas on the environment is 200 joule. Then the heat absorbed by the gas during the process is. Our aim is to find now what is the heat absorbed by the gas now. What is the given value? Work done on the gas is equal to, they given us 200 joule. Note that work done on the gas means positive value. The sign you must denote as positive, and work done by the gas, the sign you must denote that as a negative sign. Here they given as an on the gas, so it is positive plus 200 joule. Now what is the heat absorbed by the gas during the process? Now what is the formula for heat absorbed by the gas? Del Q is equal to N Cp into dt. Here they given an ideal monoatomic gas. For monoatomic gas, the constant pressure is equal to 5 by 2 R. Now this can be written as del Q is equal to N into 5 by 2 R dt. We know that work done is equal to here nRT. Okay, that is nothing but work done. Work done is equal to nRT. So this expression can be written as now 5 by 2 into work done. Now here they given the value for work done as, we need to find what is the amount of heat absorbed by the gas during the process is equal to 5 by 2 into 200. So the amount of heat absorbed by the gas during the process is 500 joule. So the option is here 3, 500 joule.
The mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen is called as generally this carbon monoxide and hydrogen is called as a water gas. Carbon monoxide plus hydrogen is called as water gas. There are other names are also there, that is syn gas or synthesis gas. Here first option they are giving syn gas, this also correct. Second one is water gas, also correct. And third one is synthesis gas, also correct. So the correct option is 4. This synthesis gas is used to produce methanol and hydrocarbons. Methanol and hydrocarbons. The synthesis of water gas from coal, it is called as coal gasification. Coal gasification means synthesis of carbon monoxide and hydrogen from coal, that is nothing but carbon, which is reacted with steam. In 1270 Kelvin we get CO plus hydrogen. This is called coal gasification. Here the mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen is called these 3. So the answer is option 4. Among the following methods, which is not a permanent hardness removal? What is a permanent hardness? We have to know what it is. Permanent hardness means that is a calcium and magnesium chlorides and sulfates present in water, that is called a permanent hardness. This permanent hardness is removed by 4 methods. One is treatment with soda, this is first method. Soda is nothing but sodium carbonate, Na2CO3. Calgon method. Calgon method which is treated with, this is second method in permanent hardness removal. Here the water is treated with sodium hexametaphosphate. Sodium hexametaphosphate. This sodium hexametaphosphate is nothing but calgon. It's synthetic resin method. This also a method of removal hardness, permanent hardness from water. And the first option, Clark method, it is used to remove a temporary hardness. Temporary hardness means removal of calcium and magnesium bicarbonates. Magnesium bicarbonates from water. With using lime. This is called Clark method. So this Clark's method is not comes under permanent hardness removal. So the option 1 is correct. Here alkyl chloride, which is reacted with sodium metal in presence of dry ether, which gives a product A. They are asking what is a product A. The reaction is 2 molecules of ethyl chloride, CH3, CH2, Cl, that is ethyl chloride, which is reacted with 2 molecules of sodium in presence of dry ether, which gives a product CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3, butane, with removal of 2 molecules of NaCl. So the correct option is 3. Butane is the product A.
Which of the following chemical inhibitors are the reasons for seed dormancy? There are many chemical inhibitors which will inhibit the seed germination, that is it will promote seed dormancy. What are all they? Abscisic acid, phenolic acid, para ascorbic acid. All this will be promote seed dormancy. So the answer will be 4. But if they ask what chemical inhibitor will inhibit the seed dormancy, that is, it will promote the seed germination, means that is gibberellic acid. Okay, here the answer is option 4. Choose the correct statement with respect to respiratory quotient. What is respiratory quotient? During respiration, we consume oxygen and we release carbon dioxide. So, the ratio of volume of carbon dioxide released and the volume of oxygen is consumed is known as respiratory quotient. So, why we have to know respiratory quotient? By knowing this value, we can conclude which food substances gets involved in the process of respiration. For example, you have already know that in the process of photosynthesis, the carbon dioxide it combined with water which results in the glucose. Respiration is what? The breakdown of glucose molecules. Plus energy. Okay. So here you can substitute the volume of carbon dioxide is 6 and the volume of oxygen is 6. So the value will be 1. It completely oxidized. Oxidized means breakdown. So let's consider the statements. The respiratory quotient will never depend upon the types of respiratory substrate. Is it so? No. It will depending upon the respiratory substrate. How? According to the respiratory substrate, the value will differ. When carbohydrates are used as a substrate, it cannot completely oxidize. No, it can be completely oxidized. When fats are used in a respiration, the respiratory quotient is less than 1. Yes, for fats and protein, the value will be always less than 1. Here in the case, when the proteins are respiratory substrate, the respiratory quotient would be more than 1. No, we have already seen the respiratory quotient value for a fat and protein is always less than 1. So here the answer is option 3. Choose the incorrect statement. So they are given a 4 statement. You have to find out which statement is incorrect. First statement, enzymes of the TCA cycle are present in the mitochondrial matrix. What is TCA cycle? Tricarboxylic acid cycle. This is also known as Krebs cycle. During Krebs cycle, acetyl coenzyme A gets converted into carbon dioxide and water in the mitochondrial matrix. This portion is called mitochondrial matrix. The second point is glycolysis occurs in systole. Systole means matrix of cytoplasm. Okay, you should not get confused. Matrix of cytoplasm is called as glycolysis. So in glycolysis, glucose is converted into pyruvic acid. Okay, oxidative phosphorylation takes place in the inner mitochondrial membrane. This statement is given as wrong. So what do you mean by oxidative phosphorylation? This refers to synthesis of ATP. Okay, this function is taken place in inner mitochondrial membrane. So glycolysis operates if it is supplied with the NAD that can pick up hydrogen atoms. So this statement also correct. So they are asking incorrect statement, that is oxidative phosphorylation takes place in inner mitochondrial membrane.
Select the correct pair among the following. So we have to select the correct pair. The options are chordates dorsal heart, non-chordates gill slits are present, chondrichthyes placoid scales, and agnatha bear's jaw. So here the correct option will be option 3, chondrichthyes, which has placoid scale. I will explain why. So coming to first option, chordates dorsal heart. The chordates have ventral heart. They don't have a dorsal heart. So the chordates have ventral heart and only non-chordates will have dorsal heart. So the first option is wrong. Second option, the non-chordates, gill slits are present in non-chordates. They have given like that, but the gill slits are actually absent in non-chordates. Whereas gill slits, the pharynx in chordates, they are perforated by gill slits. So the second option is also wrong. Coming to third option, in class chondrichthyes, that is, they have placoid scales in their skin, minute scales which are called as placoid scales in their skin. Example, shark, dogfish, etc. So these are the placoid scales. Okay, they are minute scales present in the skin of organisms coming under class chondrichthyes. Thus, the third option is correct. Whereas the fourth option, agnatha, A means absent. So the division agnatha, they does not have a jaw, but here they have given they bear jaw. So this option is wrong. The division gnathostomata will bear jaw, whereas agnatha will not have a jaw. So the fourth option is also wrong. So the correct option is third option, where class chondrichthyes will have placoid scales. Backflow of pancreatic secretion is prevented by. So they are asking which of the following sphincters will prevent backflow of pancreatic secretion. The options are lower esophageal sphincter, pyloric sphincter, ileocecal sphincter and sphincter of OD. So the correct answer will be option 4, sphincter of OD. In human digestive system, there are sphincters present at various levels. So the important sphincters are upper and lower esophageal sphincters. So the food passes from pharynx into the esophagus, crossing upper esophageal sphincter. So here it prevents backflow of food from esophagus into the pharynx. Then the most important sphincter, lower esophageal sphincter, food passes from esophagus into stomach. So this prevents the backflow of food from stomach into the esophagus. Pyloric sphincter, this guards the pyloric opening and food passes from stomach into the duodenum. Here it prevents backflow. Sphincter of OD, this is present in the junction of pancreas and duodenum. So the pancreatic secretion will flow from pancreas into the duodenum, and this opening is guarded by sphincter of OD. Sphincter of OD prevents backflow of pancreatic secretion from duodenum into the pancreas. Ileocecal junction is guarded by ileocecal sphincter. So it prevents backflow of feces from cecum into the small intestine, into the ileum. And finally, anal opening is guarded by anal sphincters. So for this question, the answer will be option 4, sphincter of OD, which prevents backflow of secretion, pancreatic secretion from intestine into the pancreas. Consider the following statements and choose the correct option. Statement 1. In Klinefelter syndrome, the resulting karyotype is 47XXY. Statement 2. Klinefelter affected individuals are fertile. So here the key points will be, in Klinefelter syndrome, the resulting karyotype is 47XXY, and this statement is correct. In statement 2, the Klinefelter affected individuals are fertile. So this statement is wrong because the Klinefelter affected individuals are infertile. So I will explain it. Klinefelter syndrome is a chromosomal disorder. Okay, so it is a type of aneuploidy where there will be an additional chromosome. So normally a male will be having 46XY. In Klinefelter syndrome, there will be an X chromosome in addition. So they will be having XXY. So along with 46 plus 1, 47. This is the karyotype of Klinefelter syndrome males. So it is commonly, it affects the males, and the male will be having poor masculine features added with feminine features also. So they will be sterile because they will be having low sperm count or no sperm count, and they will also be having less testosterone levels. So the external reproductive organs will be poorly developed when compared to normal males, and the masculine development will also be poorly developed, and they will be having decreased body and facial hair. Along with that, they will be having feminine features like breast enlargement, that is gynecomastia. So here the correct option will be option 2, where statement 1 47XXY karyotype is correct. Statement 2, where they are told that the Klinefelter males will be fertile, but that is wrong because they are sterile because of these following reasons. So option 2 is correct.